Welcome to Grow Bible Knowledge with Bible Quizzes. On today's Bible quiz, we have 15 questions about Moses. Please subscribe, like, and share the video. It will help us to share the Word of God with more people. Please leave a comment below when you are done. Ready? Let's start. Question 1. What are the names of the two Hebrew midwives that the king of Egypt told to kill Hebrew boys when they were born? A. Yehudit and Miriam. B. Yonah and Noah. C. Shiphrah and Puah. D. Malka and Shira. The correct answer is C. Shiphrah and Puah. Exodus chapter 1 verses 15 to 16. Then the king of Egypt said to the Hebrew midwives, one of whom was named Shiphrah and the other Puah, when you serve as midwife to the Hebrew women and see them on the birth stool, if it is a son, you shall kill him, but if it is a daughter, she shall live. Question 2. What did King Pharaoh order all his people to do to every Hebrew-born baby boy? A. Cast them into the river. B. Kill with a sword. C. Treat them like princes. D. Protect them. They were ordered to cast them in the river. Exodus chapter 1 verse 22. So Pharaoh commanded all his people, saying, every son who is born you shall cast into the river, and every daughter you shall save alive. Question 3. Moses was born in which house? Moses was born in the house of Levi. Exodus chapter 2 verses 1 to 2. And there went a man of the house of Levi, and took to wife a daughter of Levi. And the woman conceived, and bare a son, and when she saw him that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months. Question 4. Where did Moses' mother hide him from being killed? A. In the cave. B. In the reeds by the riverbank. C. In Pharaoh's daughter's place. D. By the midwife's place. The correct answer is B. In the reeds by the riverbank. Exodus chapter 2 verse 3. But when she could no longer hide him, she took an ark of bulrushes for him, daubed it with asphalt and pitch, put the child in it, and laid it in the reeds by the river's bank. Question 5. Who found Moses by the riverbank and took him as his child? A. King Pharaoh. B. Pharaoh's daughter. C. Naphtali. D. Yehuda. Pharaoh's daughter found him. Exodus 2 verses 5 to 6. Then the daughter of Pharaoh came down to bathe at the river, and her maidens walked along the riverside, and when she saw the ark among the reeds, she sent her maid to get it. And when she opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the baby wept. So she had compassion on him and said, this is one of the Hebrews' children. Question 6. Why did Moses flee from the face of King Pharaoh to the land of Midian? A. He wanted a new environment. B. He had a flock to take care of. C. Pharaoh wanted to give him his daughter as a wife. D. Pharaoh wanted to kill him. King Pharaoh wanted to slay him because Moses killed an Egyptian man. Exodus chapter 2 verses 14 and 15. Then he said, who made you a prince and a judge over us? Do you intend to kill me as you killed the Egyptian? So Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known. When Pharaoh heard of this matter, he sought to kill Moses. But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian, and he sat down by a well. Question 7. How many daughters did Jethro, the priest of Midian, have? A. 7, B. 5, C. 6, D. 8. The correct answer is 7. Exodus 2 verse 16. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water, and they filled the troughs to water their father's flock. Question 8. What is the name of Moses' first son? A. Eliezer, B. Gershom, C. Shebuel, D. Midrash. Moses' first son is Gershom. Exodus 2 verses 21-22. Then Moses was content to live with the man, and he gave Zipporah his daughter to Moses, and she bore him a son. He called his name Gershom, for he said, I have been a stranger in a foreign land. Question 9. What was the basic work of Moses in Midian? A. Right-hand man of Jethro. B. Carpenter. C. Running the household of Jethro. D. Keeping the flock. He was keeping the flock. Exodus 3 verse 1. Now Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian. And he led the flock to the back of the desert, and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. Question 10. Where was Moses when he saw the burning bush? A. Mount Horeb. B. Midian. C. Mount Pisgah. D. Mount Sinai. He was at Mount Horeb. Exodus 3 verses 1-2. Now Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the back of the desert and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. 2. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire from the midst of a bush. So he looked, and behold, the bush was burning with fire, but the bush was not consumed. Question 11. Where was God sending Moses? A. To Pharaoh. B. To Israel. C. Mount Sinai. D. To Hebron. Exodus 3 verse 10. Come now, therefore, and I will send you to Pharaoh, that you may bring my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. Question 13. How did God say Moses must introduce him to the children of Israel? A. I am. B. God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. C. Creator of heavens and the earth. D. His Majesty. God said Moses should say, I am has sent me to you. Exodus 3 verse 14. And God said to Moses, I am who I am. And he said, Thus you shall say to the children of Israel, I am has sent me to you. Question 13. What did Moses have in his hand that turned into a snake? A. A belt. B. A rod. C. An iron. D. Handkerchief. Question 13. What did Moses have in his hand that turned into a snake? A. A belt. B. A rod. C. An iron. D. Handkerchief. Moses had a rod in his hand. Exodus 4 verses 2-3. So the Lord said to him, "What is that in your hand?" He said, "A rod." And he said, "Cast it on the ground." So he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent, and Moses fled from it. Question 14. Since Moses was not eloquent, who did God assign to speak on behalf of Moses? A. Jethro. B. Zipporah. C. Aaron. D. Dan. God chose Aaron, Exodus 4 verse 14. So the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses, and he said, "Is not Aaron the Levite your brother? I know that he can speak well, and look, he is also coming out to meet you. When he sees you, he will be glad in his heart." Question 15. How many plagues did God send to the Egyptians before Pharaoh could allow the Israelites to go? A. 9. B. 10. C. 7. D. 13. The correct answer is 10 plagues. Exodus chapter 7 to chapter 10. Thank you for taking the quiz. If you enjoyed the quiz, please like, subscribe, and share the video with your loved ones. That will help us share the Word of God with more people. See you on the next one.